Thank you so much for your time, Casey. It's such a pleasure to talk to you. I want to ask you, Law and Order is such an iconic franchise. What went through your mind when you got the news that you were going to be playing Theo in this franchise?
Yeah, I was just happy to, be doing this type of role. I wasn't so much, concerned with, oh, this is Law and Order. I was more concerned with, I like this type of character. I want to play this type of character. And then later on, as we started filming, it became clear to me that, oh wow, this is a huge, I already knew it was a huge franchise, but this means a whole lot to people. And that is when the pressure kicked in. But before that, I was pretty calm.
Well, you already told me that you had like this pressure because I know this is like a worldwide scene show. So did you bring any expectation with you on set, or what did you hope to contribute to the character from the start?
Yeah, I didn't really put too much pressure on myself. I just sort of wanted to make sure that the character that I was portraying was um, authentic, and that I've sort of looked at it from every angle, and that was my job. That was all I was worried about. With regards to, whether the fans of Law and Order would enjoy that or not, I feel that that wasn't my concern at the time. My concern was do my job.
Then, can you tell us about your character, Theo Forrester? Do you have something in common with him? What resonates with you with the character?
I mean, what I truly love about the character, and it sort of resonates with me, and I feel like there's a bit of similarity, is just how hard he works, and um and someone trying to make a difference, right? And so he's in that position, and he can make a difference, right? He can't twist the law. He can't do anything nefarious, but he can definitely do the job to his best of his ability. And that requires, intellect, it requires, study, it requires all of those things that I enjoy. He loves to learn.
And as an actor, what do you feel to step into a universe that has existed for decades and where the audience, already know the rhythm of production also, like as an actor, how did you felt it?
Um, Later on, after the first season, it really hit me and I felt honored, you know? I mean, I was honored to be a part of something that Dick Wolf created for sure because I'm a Dick Wolf fan. But I was more honored that we were carrying the torch. The torch was passed on to us, and now we're carrying it, and we did well by the show and by the universe. So I was honored.
Um, Law and Order is known for its intense production rhythm. Was there any scene that was particularly challenging emotionally or technically for you?
I think I think in the first scene of the first day, because it was like we turned over this production so quickly. It's like having news that you're doing the show, and then um you weeks later you're filming, and it's just like, whoa, this is fast paced. And so that first day, none of us had really had any time for any rehearsal or anything, and we just got thrown in. And then on top of that, we had to do a scene that required so much movement, and we had and sort of things to do. And we're outside in the elements dealing with all that stuff, noise, and it was challenging, but we as a team, Aiden, Kathleen, myself, it really helped us to trust each other. It was a challenging scene, and from that moment on, we trusted each other as partners in talent.
And Did you get the chance to work, with any legal consultants, police officers, or specialists to help you grasp the character's context more deeply?
Yes, yes. I had a legal consultant who was an actual crown attorney herself. And Sarah, she was amazing and very helpful. And I always had questions, nonstop questions. And yeah, because once again, we turned over everything so quickly, but she helped me stay on track. And that was very helpful. But I also went to proceedings. I watched, real proceedings, sat in courtrooms. I, met other crowns, and that was all helpful, all beneficial for the character.
And what would you like the audience to remember most about your appearance, your character on Law and Order?
What would I like the audience to remember about my character? I think, just Canadian law is interesting in the sense of American law. The district attorney is trying to win a case, right?
Mhm.
Our law, the crown attorney, that's not what it's about. It's about justice. It's about fairness. So I just want them to remember that, with my character is that he's chasing justice, fairness for all.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Casey, and congratulations on this project. I really enjoyed